Okay, we're back. And the last time we were here, we were finishing up our nav, but the only thing I didn't have enough time for is to put the background color. So let's go back to our CSS and add that in. So we want our navigation to have a background color of the same as we're using in body. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy this, Control C, and paste it into here, Control V, and we'll do File, Save All, and then refresh. All right, so that's how that looks. Now the other thing is we wanted to have a white colored text and no underlined. So let's go ahead and do that. So the blue underline comes from the anchor tag property that says anytime I have a hyperlink, it's going to be blue and it's going to be underlined. So I'm going to go into my anchor tag and change those two properties. So the first thing I'm going to do is color. And I'm going to make it white, which is RGB, and then 255, 255, 255. So white is all the colors, and black is the absence of all colors. And just so that no one's confused out here, I'm just going to type white, and then select this text, and hold down my control key and press the slash, which is below the question mark, and comment out that. So when someone looking at that and doesn't know what the RGB is, they know now it's the white color. And the next thing I want to do is remove the underline, which is a way for them to decorate the text. So I'm going to do text dash decoration. And again, no one expects you to memorize all the different properties that we can use, but the more you use them, the more you'll remember. Oh, okay, I remember that. And this auto IntelliSense helps out a lot because I can't remember this very specific one, but as long as I get close, it'll let me know. And I'll just say none. I don't want any text decoration on the. So let's try that, and we'll do File, Save All, and refresh. All right, so that looks like what we can see on the picture. All right, so the only thing is nothing. The other thing I want to add to that is here's one other thing is see when a person mouses over, they can see that. I wonder why this. Huh. This should be clickable out here. Let's see if we've messed up anything. There's display block. Padding 15 pixels. There's my problem. There's my problem. Since I have padding 15%, 15 pixels, that 15 pixels is not clickable. Interesting. See? So this padding here it's everything inside the padding. And if I go down here, well, that's working okay. So let's go ahead and remove that padding. But before I do, I'm going to take a look at this flowers. Flowers is my largest box. So let's go into nav, UL, and you can see flowers is 123.5. So I'm going to make every box 124 width. So that's my nav UL LI. I'm going to make the width 124 pixels so they're all the same size. Let's do that. So nav UL LI, and then I'm going to do width. Whoops. Width 124 pixels. Okay, and what's the other thing we want to do? Let's come in here, take a look at LI, and you can see that these are all 50. And let's leave them 50. And let me give it a height of 50. So width of 124 and a height of 50 pixels. And then what I'm going to do is, I wonder if that margin is causing it. I'm going to go ahead and comment out these two, Control/, and see what it does to my file. Save all, and then refresh. All right, so there's a problem. So it goes out this way, but it doesn't come down here. Okay, it was a margin that was causing the problem, not padding. Let's go back and let's add that padding in. That's why I commented it out. This margin is what was causing the issue, because remember, margin is outside the box. So if I delete this and then get rid of this. Okay, so the padding was fine. It was the margin causing our problems. File, save all, and then refresh. Now it's back to the way it was, but now the entire box is clickable. See, so that was a problem that we had. But now all the boxes are the same size, which is also something I wanted to have. They were pretty similar because there's not that many difference in the text, but flowers was definitely bigger than all the others. All right, so now the next thing we want to do is what? I want to have it so that when a person mouses over any of these, that they go ahead and they change. So the person, when they're going, they might notice that the finger makes it clickable, but let's give it a little more interactivity. So I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to add another pseudo selector. So we'll do nav ul li a. Whoops, I forgot my other pseudo selector, and that is colon. So just like last child and first child, we can also put hover, and that is, well, these properties will only be used when someone is hovering over that object. Let's do background color, and we'll make it red, which we already have. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. Control C, Control V, and now that is also red. All right, let's see what happens. I think the white color of text is going to stay fine. So let's go do and save all. And then refresh. And then you can see that, nice. Like I said, if you don't like the white colored text, I'm not crazy about it, but if we want that to go away, what we can do is make the text red, and then when a person mouses over it, it would turn, maybe yellow or something like that, just so, or maybe then it would turn white. We could do that. Background red, text white if you want to make it now with the text red. So that's a style issue. That's totally up to you. I recommend you play around. All right. All right, that's enough with the nav. So let's go and move this up a little bit so I can see how much time I have. So, all right, next thing we need to do is add some more content, and that's on our HTML. All right, so we have now, let me move this over. We need to do this part right here. So let's go ahead and do that next. So we're done with the nav. So you can see I even have some, this is my second time doing the video because I forgot to put the microphone on last time. I didn't know that until I finished. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is section. Inside that section, we have these white boxes. That's disconcerting. Well, I hope I videoed this right. I'm going to keep on going anyway. Why? Okay, there's the box. Why isn't that in the box? All right. I don't know if this is recording correctly. But we'll press on regardless. Each one of those boxes is going to be in its own block level element, and I'm going to call that article. So the main ones that we use is header, nav, section, article, aside, and footer. So I'm going to make these the 3 boxes each articles. But before the articles, you can see we have poems about Easter, and that is also a child of section. So that's H2, and that's going to be poems about Easter. All right, and then inside the article, we have this information down here, and I already have that in the Easter content. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and copy this. So I need it from the H2 all the way down to the close UL. Control C. Put it into the article. Control V. And then this is out of place, so I'm going to select this and press Tab, and that will move it back where it needs to be. And then get rid of this extra at the bottom. All right. The other thing I'm going to do is out here, I'm going to do end of article 1. Since we have 3 different articles, it's good to comment your end so that you know which one you're looking at. So again, I'm going to hold down my control key and press slash. And now I'm ready to do my next article. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into my thing here. We know it's not going to work right, but I'm going to take it anyway. I'm going to copy this, Control C, and then go back into my HTML and do Control V. And then I need to move the UL back where it belongs. So I'll select that and tab it over, tab. And then for here, I'm just going to copy this comment, Control C, and go to this close article, Control V, and then change 1 to 2, and then move on to my next. And then we have our last article. And I go back into Easter content. I'll copy my last one here, Control C, Control V, and then select the UL and tab it into place. All right. And then let's do File, Save All, and then refresh. And now we have those there. And I am out of time, so let's go and finish this up, and then we'll start again messing with these articles.